Now, it's been almost a month since the Ministry of Health announced the first imported case of the coronavirus here, and Singapore has since seen the escalating of the DORS-CON level to the current orange. The Straits Times initiative, Frontline Fighters, aims to give readers an insight into how Singapore is tackling the outbreak through the featuring of individuals who are leading the charge. The Straits Times has put up comprehensive behind-the-scenes coverage of the coronavirus since the outbreak here. These include special reports like All in a Day's Work for Cool-Headed Nurse, which featured nurse clinician Priscilla Fu, who works at the National Centre for Infectious Diseases. We also took an inside look into how contact tracing is done. And Keep Your Hands Clean and Carry On, 25 questions about the coronavirus answered, featured answers to commonly asked questions from the public. Well, speaking of Keep Your Hands Clean and Carry On, we are joined by none other than senior correspondent Joyce Teo, who wrote the report. Now, she's been part of the team that's been covering the coronavirus since the beginning of the outbreak. Hi, Joyce.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Joyce. This was a massive effort by the entire newsroom with several of the desks involved. So how did the idea of a special featuring the frontline fighters come about in the first place?
Okay, so I think since the outbreak started, we've had many questions from our readers on the virus itself, on the science behind it, and how to protect themselves. And then we wanted to answer all these questions. So initially, we wanted to do 101 questions, actually. But I think along the way, things changed. You know, it's moving at a really fast speed. Our editor-in-chief, Warren Fernandez, and our executive editor, Sumiko Tan, decided that we should also focus on the frontline workers, the people who are, helping us battle this outbreak.
Right.
Yeah, so we included that, and then it became this mega insight special.
I see. Well, Joyce, take us through the process. What needed to be coordinated, and I guess how challenging was the entire thing?
Yeah, it was very last minute, so there's a lot of work involved, a lot of people involved. We planned it quite quickly. Sumiko helmed it. We got a lot of people to go out and write the stories. I mean, she herself, went out to do an interview while coordinating the coverage as well. And then there were people behind the scenes, the supervisors, just a lot of people, sub-editors, artists, everybody working very hard on it. We went out to interview the doctors, nurses, contact tracers, just all the different people, the GPs, people who were involved in this. Yes.
Right. Well, Joyce, how does a special like this shine the spotlight on the many unsung heroes? How important is it to do something like this?
I think it's a good chance for us to tell the stories, their stories. They are working very hard. And, during SARS, these healthcare workers, they were shunned. People were very fearful. They were afraid of them.
Yep.
So I think this is a good chance. I think now it's changed. It's a good chance to tell their stories, to show how they are battling it. Because I think it also helps to shift the focus from, the fear that the public have with an unknown virus. And then we're looking at how we're actually fighting this with what we already know. And then, you can see how prepared we are to actually face something like that together.
Right. Well, Joyce, for your part, you wrote an article answering 25 commonly asked questions about the coronavirus. It was part of the special. Tell us more about it. How did you choose these questions? And what was the information gathering process like?
Right, so the questions, so as I said earlier, there were like readers writing in, asking us about it. So we compiled those, and then we look at what some, the common questions that people want to know, like, people are wondering whether they should wear masks as the death toll in China increases and, the fear rises. So these are some of the questions. We started gathering the information, I think, quite early on along the way, and I've have other colleagues helping me, Rita, Cheryl, we got Liz was on this as well, and then we have got the business desk as well. Different people preparing the answers to this. Yeah, so I should say that early on I mentioned that originally we had 101 questions, so a lot of people working on it. Yeah, we're still putting that online at some point. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Joyce, for sharing more with us. If you would like to see more of ST's reports and specials, they're also available online on our website. Our video team has also been working hard with producing special reports on the coronavirus here and have recently launched a series titled Frontline Fighters. It features the daily lives of the many unsung heroes, and you can look out for that as well on the website.